Hey, what's going on, guys? Thank you so much for checking out the video. Really appreciate it. Also, just before everything, I just wanted to say thank you again for everybody for liking my videos, commenting, subscribing. It's crazy, this channel's been like what, 2.5-ish years maybe, and I've just kind of been doing my own thing, and it's just growing like crazy. So thank you guys so much for that. Anyway, you can probably tell actually that there's a much wider angle on this shot. That's because I just got the brand new iPhone 12 Pro Max. Shoots 4K video and has way better video features than my old iPhone. So I'm super stoked to use this, going forward on the channel, and it's gonna be cool. So what I'm gonna do in this video, so you guys have probably seen my fridge that I use in my truck. It's the Dometic CFX 45. Love that fridge, it's awesome. It's a pretty big jump from a cooler. You guys remember I used to use this cooler, this Walmart cooler, and there's a reason I still have it. I love the cooler. It does fine, it's cool. But I just wanted to step up and try a fridge, so I got the Dometic, and it's cool. I love not getting ice, that kind of thing. Love it. This right here, full disclosure, this company sent me this fridge to do a review video on. I don't really do those super often, but I thought this might be cool for you guys who can't really afford a, really nice fridge like a Dometic. I realize they're stupid expensive, and it's something you really need to invest in if you want. This is like $3.99. I think they're on Amazon. I'll put the link in the description and all that stuff for you guys to check it out. So I've never seen this before. I know it looks like I have, but I just cut open the first few flaps and I was like, oh crap, I gotta film what it looks like, unboxing and all that stuff. So we're gonna both see this fridge for the first time. I'm gonna kind of put it in my truck and see what it looks like next to the Dometic. I'll go through some of the features. But long story short, this is like less than half the price of that Dometic. So we'll see if it's worth it or not. I don't know. But anyway, long story short, again, I'm gonna give you guys a complete honest review of this. If I like it, I'm gonna let you know. If I don't like it, I'm gonna let you know. So let's get into it. I'm gonna put the phone on this tripod and we'll open the box up. All right, so like I said, I have not opened this yet. I guess I didn't even say this in the intro, but this is from a company called BougeRV. Pretty funny name, honestly. I think that's how you say it, Bouge, B-O-U-G-E-R-V. This is a 53 quart fridge. It can be a freezer or a fridge, so that's already kind of a +1 compared to the Dometic, at least the one I have. Alright, let's try to pull this out here. The box is stuck. Oh, come on. Oh, shoot. Oh, that was just the seal. Don't unbox stuff like me. I'm an idiot. Ugh. So it's like wedged in there. Destruction. That's how you unbox a freaking fridge. Okay, here it is. Alright, that was really unnecessary, but I'm gonna clean this crap up and then show you the fridge. Alright, so here is the fridge. Looks pretty decent. So I really sketchily put this on my little work chair, so hopefully it doesn't come crashing down. But anyway, first of all, I think aesthetically the Dometic wins on this, and I'm trying not to make this a comparison between that fridge, but at the same time it's kind of all that I know. So I'm going to compare it to this loosely, I guess. So the fit and finish, like I said, doesn't look as good as the Dometic, but keep in mind this fridge is only $3.99, which is pretty crazy. I think you can buy a Yeti cooler for something like that. So this is pretty dang good for that price. Aesthetically so far, we haven't looked at anything else. So you have an LCD screen here. Actually, it's kind of like a touch screen. What's cool about this is it can be a freezer or a fridge, and I believe my Dometic cannot do that, the model I have. One thing I'm noticing right off the bat I don't like is the screen. The way you control it is over here, and then you actually open it from the opposite side. I would prefer the screen be over here so I can tap what I want to and then open it, but it's kind of weird. I will plug this up in a minute, but there's your on-off. You have a max and an eco mode to save battery or to cool it down really quick. And then this is how you control the temperature. So there's your compressor fan, I guess. And then this is where you can plug in your DC connectors here, and you can kind of choose your battery protection. So just like the Dometic, gosh, I keep comparing it, but anyway, a lot of fridges have this battery protection thing. So if you run it straight off your cigarette lighter, you don't want this to consume your battery, overnight, and then you can't start your vehicle in the morning. That would suck. So this is kind of a protection thing. So you determine the amount of voltage you want it to safely run the battery to, and then this will completely kick off, and you'll be good. Then there's like a built-in fuse. It's kind of nice. There's your compressor in there. So here's a look at the inside. Looks pretty cool. Let's see, we get some, I'll open that in a second. That's probably all the charging stuff. We get this cool little diagram, which I thought is actually pretty handy. Meat, frozen food, seafood, vegetables, all that stuff. It kind of gives like a recommended temperature to store these at. So this is really cool because you have a freezer and a fridge. So, and I believe you can only use this. So if you put it to like the fridge to like 0 degrees, obviously you're going to have a freezer and a fridge. But if you put the fridge to like 40 degrees, the whole thing's going to be a refrigerator. So this is pretty cool. Right here is a little slotted deal. You can kind of organize your stuff better. You can take this whole thing out, but it's going to be very awkward because I have one hand. Go. So yeah, that comes out. You can clean it, do whatever you want to. This is interesting. Looks like some little cup holders or something. Don't know what that is exactly, but yeah, that's actually a huge amount of storage. So that's pretty cool, honestly. This is actually shaping up to be pretty cool. Yeah, pretty dang good features for $400. Let's see, you have a rubber gasket seal on here. Actually, that is not rubber. That is foam. This latch seems pretty good. Let's open this box up and see what's in here. Probably be, chargers and stuff. So we have our instruction manual right here. And, oh, duh. I can't believe I didn't even think about this. These are the handles. These are the really, tough, heavy-duty handles. So if you want to strap this down, I didn't even notice this didn't have handles on it already. Yeah, we will definitely put these handles on. Wow. That's a step up, huh? An actual T-handle Allen key. Interesting. That's freaking dope. But anyway, yeah, these are the directions to put the handles on. So in a minute, we're definitely going to put these handles on there. We also get the charger. So this is your regular, standard wall charger. Goes directly into here, which goes directly into the fridge. Before you go out camping, make sure you, pre-cool your refrigerator overnight. Don't do it the day of because it's going to consume a ton of power. Just make sure you're starting off at a good temperature and your fridge is ready to go. This is the 12 volt. Yep, 12 volt. So this can go directly into your cigarette lighter and directly into the fridge. This actually looks pretty long too, which is pretty good. So real quick, here is your instruction manual, BougeRV right there. Tells you how to connect the power supply the two different ways, so your cigarette lighter or the other cord, yada yada. Oh, this tells you the eco mode, the battery protection, voltage reference. That's such a cool feature, I think. Temperature adjustment settings tells you how to do all that stuff. You guys are smart, you can figure this out. So there you go. Pretty short, Really nice, easy. Cool, let's get these handles on. I really want to see what these look like. Dude, I still can't get over they give you a freaking T-handle. How many sets of furniture have you guys done with like that crappy little Allen key? So next we put the metal bar in, just like that. Get this one ready. Definitely don't tighten these too much because this is plastic, like I said. But here it is. This is pretty heavily spring loaded, which is what you want. Yeah, I really wish these were metal. Just, I don't know, I feel like maybe it's tougher than I think. But yeah, there's one side, and I'll do the other side real quick. Alright guys, so there is the handles. That was stupid easy. So there you go. One on each side. So yeah, just wanted to give you guys a quick little visual comparison, I guess, next to the Dometic 45. And just keep in mind, again, this is a 53 quart and this is a 45. So it's roughly the same dimensions. This is a little bit narrower, but it's a little bit taller. So you get more storage out of this one. So I'm going to take this out. We're going to plug it up to the wall. It is really cold today. It's kind of like in the mid 30s, I think. So it's probably not going to take very long to get this to the temperature we want to. But nonetheless, we're going to plug it in, check out the screen, all that stuff. Okay, so I kind of take back like the questions I guess I had on the handles. They're actually pretty, for plastic right here, they're actually pretty beefy plastic, honestly. It feels pretty good, honestly. So I know I was hating on them just because they're plastic, but they're not bad. Okay, so I'm going to put this over here. And there's an outlet right here, so I'm going to plug this up and we'll mess with the screen and check it out. Alright guys, so here's my little setup here. I'm going to do a little demonstration. So I have my Suoki 500 watt power bank. It's completely dead. It's been sitting in my garage in the cold, and it is completely dead, as you can tell. So I have this plugged in to the wall right there. What's cool about these power banks, you can kind of see a live consumption rate or input rate or whatever. So right now, you know, I'm going between 83 and 84 watts to charge this thing up. So that's pretty cool. So hopefully I'm trying to get this charged enough to where we can kind of see the draw that this fridge is taking. We can kind of look in there and tell. So charging that up for a second. And then, yes, I have the supplied power cord that comes with this fridge plugged right there into the wall. So I'm gonna plug this up for the very first time. Like I said, I'm in like the mid 30s right now at my house, so this is probably going to be around that same temperature. So plug this in. There you go, you can hear it beep. All right, now we're turned on. You probably can't hear that, guys, but the compressor's on. It's freaking quiet. It's very, very quiet. So I'm gonna take this, let's see how far this goes down actually. -4, very cool. All right guys, well it has been approximately 43 minutes and we went from, I think it was 37 to -4. So that's pretty freaking quick. That is honestly really quick. Let's see how cold she is. Yeah, it's freezing cold in the garage and it's definitely way colder in here. Dude, that is cool. Also, you can see the light now that it's plugged in, so pretty cool. This is my favorite beer of all time. So I got this just to show you a reference of like the size. Holy crap. The size. So you can see, you can probably stack like four cans on top of each other to be all the way to the top. Can you fit one this way? You can't. So just trying to give you guys a visual. Then you can probably stack, you could only get away with two beers stacked up here. So hopefully that gives you an idea of the space. Let's see, you can lay that down. So that's kind of what that looks like. So not too bad. Not too bad at all. That chilled very quickly, honestly. Pretty stoked on that. I did say I wanted to show you guys the wattage consumption. All right, so I've disconnected the power to the wall, and then I have my 12 volt plugged into my power bank, and I'm going to get this in the right direction. Plug this in there, and turn this on. All right, guys, so I opened up the fridge for like 30 minutes just to kind of warm it back up a little bit without being powered. And I wanted to see how much wattage the fridge would draw. So it looks like we're pulling 40 watts from this bank, 42, something like that, 43. It's kind of feeling it out to power this right now, which is actually pretty good. It's not too bad. All right, guys, so we're nearing the end of the video, and I thought I would give a quick little rundown on the pros and cons of this thing, kind of my initial impressions and stuff, and most importantly, honest feedback. I'll start with the pros, and there's a lot of them, to be honest. So the number one pro to me is the value for the money. I probably said this a million times in the video, but it is less than half the price of my fridge that I have now, my Dometic. It's pretty insane, to be honest. It's $399. You know, that's pretty dang close to a Yeti cooler. You know, if you guys have one of those bigger Yeti coolers, you're stepping in the price range of this thing. So why not spend a few more dollars and get this? Pretty dang good value. Also, the specs of this are excellent. They really, really are. This goes down to -4 degrees. It's got the battery protection thing. It's kind of a mechanical switch down here. 12 volt. You can choose between an eco and a max consumption rate, basically, which is very handy if you're low on battery. I wouldn't really call it a dual zone, but it's sort of a dual zone, I guess, technically. So you can put stuff in the freezer, and then there's a smaller compartment for refrigerated items. Pretty dope. It's got really nice handles. They're spring loaded. You can kind of ratchet them down wherever you want to inside your vehicle. Pretty cool. The compressor is very quiet. This latch is actually pretty decent, even though it is plastic. Pretty cool. Really, the biggest gripe I have on this, number one biggest gripe, is that the screen and where you open the latch are on opposite sides. I think that's pretty weird. Like I don't understand that. I would like to have everything in one spot so I could change the temperature or whatever and then open it, or I don't know. I just think that's better. And then the other thing I don't really care for as much is the fit and finish of this. It just doesn't look as nice aesthetically as some of the other brands. Now, if you don't care about that, this is a smoking good deal for a fridge. Just to be completely honest, the specs are awesome. Another thing, you guys are gonna laugh at this. Another thing so I'm a designer, and I notice like the tiniest little details and stuff. This logo sucks. I just don't like it. And the name BougeRV is just kind of weird, but that's a small thing. I'm not hung up on that or anything, but this is dope. I'm really impressed, to be honest. So just to be truthful with you guys, I'm not like trying to sell a Dometic cooler or sell this fridge or anything like that. I'm just on here being honest about product that comes in. So just thought you guys would like to see something that's a little bit newer on the market. It's different than all the other fridges out there, at least the expensive ones. So if you're in the market for a fridge, just check it out. You know, if you don't want to buy it, you don't want to buy it. If you want to buy it, buy it. So I think that would be awesome. And if you don't want a fridge, don't be pressured into buy, spend several $100s on a fridge. Just rock a cooler. Who cares? Like, your drinks will still be cold. So anyway, thank you guys so much for bearing with me on this video. I know it's not, the typical trail footage and stuff that you guys really like, but yeah, I like doing this gear stuff every now and then. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions at all, just please leave them down in the comments. And if you do decide to get one of these fridges, just let me know. I'd like to know how it holds up for you and everything. And yeah, that's about it. So thank you guys so much, and I'll look forward to seeing you on the next video. Bye.